Hey guys, so today you're going to learn some fascinating facts about the coconut crab, aka my worst nightmare. So the coconut crab lives on islands in the Indian and West Pacific Oceans, so they're luckily nowhere near us, thank God. They live life almost entirely on land, much like their hermit crab cousins. But these guys, they don't actually need a shell. They've adapted to grow a very thick carapace around their abdomen, which hermit crabs still haven't done for some reason. Well, you've got a point there. Anyways, since they live on land, they can't use the gills that normal crabs do. Heck, if they were to go underwater, they'd drown. So they instead use a... branchiostagel lung? Maybe? So yeah, they use a branchiostagel lung to breathe air. Very cool. As far as their diet goes, their name obviously suggests that they eat coconuts, but they'll actually eat other fruits and occasionally birds. We don't talk about that! So I'm sure you're wondering, if they eat coconuts, how exactly do they get to the coconut? I mean, obviously they grow on trees. Well, the coconut crab is unique in the sense that it actually has claws on its feet, allowing it to climb. Yes, you heard me right. It can climb. So I'm sure you're also asking, so how do they get into the coconut? I mean, I think we can all agree that a coconut is basically a bowling ball. Well, you see, the coconut crab actually has super strong claws, allowing it to get through the shell with ease and lift up to 60 pounds. I mean, they sure didn't skip arm day, am I right?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So another trait of theirs, which is definitely the most noticeable one, they're absolutely massive, much like my forehead. They can actually grow a leg span of up to 3 feet, and if this picture of the trash can just... I can't. Okay, let's move on to something really interesting. So crabs have antennae, right? Well, the coconut crab's antennae are less like that of a normal crab, and more like that of an insect. And this is probably because, well, most crabs at least find their food underwater, but if a coconut crab can't go in water, then what's the point of being able to seek out stuff and smell it when you're underwater, right? So it actually changed to where it's better suited for seeking out scents and stuff on land, which, you know, I think that's a pretty interesting way of dealing with hydrophobia, you know? Anyways, that's enough about their traits and adaptations. Let's move on to some other cool facts about them. First off, they can live up to 60 years, which is enough for a senior discount on Red Lobster. Oh wait, they're also mainly nocturnal, and tend to stay in their burrows during the day. The main reason they hide from the sun is that their Brachiosaurus lung can't function unless it's so the heat can cause them to die if they don't stay underground. Another thing about these crabs is their liking of shiny objects, and they've been known to steal all sorts of things from people, including knives. That's definitely not scary at all. Now here's something about their distribution. If you ever look at their distribution map, you may notice some gaps around Indonesia and New Guinea, even though the crabs have lived on these places before. Sadly, the locals ate them to extinction, so they can't be found here anymore. Okay, let's move on to their life cycle. So at the beginning, the females actually carry the eggs with them up until they hatch. When they hatch, the offspring start life as a larva called, zoyas, or something. So this hatching process is usually done by multiple crabs on the same night, kinda like sea turtles all going to the same beach they hatched on. Anyways, the released larvae drift in the ocean for around 28 days, where most of them are sadly eaten by predators. After those few weeks, the survivors live another 28 days as hermit crabs, coming on to land occasionally and salvaging shells from other creatures. After that period, they move on to land permanently and lose the ability to use their gills. This is when they start using that lung thing that I still can't pronounce. After they're fully grown, it actually takes another 4 to 8 years for the adults to reach maturity to reproduce themselves, but that's actually kind of long for a crab. But eventually, they get the ability to reproduce, and the cycle starts all over again. So to wrap this all up, I think that the coconut crab is a scary, but really unique species of crab, and I can't wait to see it in the next Godzilla movie. Join me next time as I talk about ducks, and why they're always asking for grapes at lemonade stands.